Iran is calling the deal it struck to end the West Asia war a declaration of America's defeat. The remarks came as U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio began a tour of Gulf countries that were most affected by Tehran's actions. Speaking at a conference in Baku, the head of Iran's negotiating team, Mohammad Ghalibaf, said the agreement between Iran and the United States to end the war amounts to America's declaration of defeat.
The Islamabad understanding was also not the result of pressure and coercion, but rather the result of the resistance and authority of the brave Iranian nation. An understanding that showed that dialogue can only be successful when the other side abandons imposing its will on a civilized nation and accepts our rights. For this reason, the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding became a declaration of America's defeat.
Ghalibaf made the statement amid ongoing disagreements over inspections of Iran's nuclear facilities and just ahead of another round of talks expected next week. The talks follow last week's Memorandum of Understanding mediated by Pakistan, which formally halted the fighting and opened a 60-day negotiation window towards a final deal. On the nuclear question itself, the International Atomic Energy Agency has added another layer of complexity. Its chief, Rafael Grossi, says inspectors will visit Iran's enrichment sites. This follows weeks of disagreement over access, particularly to facilities that were previously struck.
So we will be working on the modalities, dates, procedures, places very soon, and the inspections will indeed take place.
Iran continues to insist that its nuclear program is peaceful in nature. At the same time, it has enriched uranium at levels that exceed what is typically required for civilian use, which remains one of the core points of international concern. The dispute also extends to finances. Both sides are still at odds over frozen Iranian assets held abroad. President Trump has said that any unfrozen funds should be directed towards food and medical imports, effectively limiting how Iran can use them. Washington has already agreed to a 60-day suspension of certain sanctions. That step allows Iran to resume limited oil exports and receive payments for them, providing some economic breathing room during the negotiation period. In the latest, Trump has also said that he has been assured by Iran that no fees will be collected from ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz as negotiations continue. At the same time, the United States is also working with a regional circuit. Marco Rubio is visiting the Gulf nations who have severely been impacted by the U.S. war on Iran. Early in the day, he met with UAE President Mohammad bin Zayed. There, he reaffirmed Washington's security commitments to Gulf partners. He also signaled that the U.S.-Iran understanding will be a key talking point with regional leaders. For now, the situation remains in motion. Talks are continuing, statements are getting sharper, and each side appears to be trying to shape the narrative as much as the agreement itself.